August 4th, 2026. You are looking at the SPY, the S&P 500. Notice the volume that's increasing. Notice the difference between buying volume and selling volume here. And notice how bold these past 3-4 market days have been, 5 market days. We're having large amounts of range occur, and we're seeing not only all-time highs, but we're seeing an acceleration to the upside. We're going to look at the alignments that occurred today in the Nasdaq. Why do I trade the Nasdaq and not the SPY? I don't even know. Today I did something interesting. I only traded between 9:30 and 11:30, so I only traded 2 hours of time. So I started trading here, and I cut myself off right here. I turned my trading software off. So I only traded in this window of time. And why did I do that? I did that because there's no point in being here all the time. You don't have to be here the whole market. You don't have to trade the whole night market, Asia market open, Europe market open. You don't have to do that. You can do whatever you want in trading. And that's why trading is so scary to a lot of people, is because there really is no limits and there's no rules except for the ones that you create, which, just think about what I just said and you'll understand why it's a hard job and career and hobby and side gig. So we do what we always do. We let the first hour of the market play out and we just see what happens. And then we wait for our price to get close to our fair value EMA lines, whether that's the VWAP, the purple, or the actual EMA line itself, which is the 84 EMA on a 1-minute chart, which converts to a 28 EMA on a 3-minute chart. So we're going to go over the market action and see, did you have opportunities to catch some trades today? Especially in just this window alone. Screw the rest of the market. Like, just this window, did you have opportunities? So the first hour of the market, what happens? We open, penetrate straight through the pre-market high. What happened on the pre-market high? Well, let's look. The pre-market action was this. Here's the close of yesterday, and here's the open of today. And what do you see? We had a retracement down, found a bottom, penetrated right back up to what critical level? The previous day's high. So we come up to previous day's high in the aftermarket, come down, find a low, and we come up, we penetrate straight through the previous day's high, and then we retrace, we consolidate on that level, and then look what happens. Look what happens. See? This is the price action. We had a huge run up. So going into the market today, just keep that in mind. Just say, okay, just on the background of your mind, know that we had a huge aftermarket, night market run up. A lot of bullish energy coming into the day. So the market opens, and in the very first minute of the market, we penetrate straight through that high. That would have been a good entry for the rest of the day, huh? What do you think? And we come up, we grind up for 1 hour. The first hour of the market is just grinding. We never retrace to VWAP. We don't touch VWAP the whole day. We never retrace to the EMA, my fair value EMA. We only hit that once in the day, twice, 3 times in the day we only hit it. So we had this is a true no-brainer, just momentum, just a full-on trend day that we got today. So let's look at the alignments that you could have taken. So by the time we get to 1 hour into the market, I'm waiting for the price to get close to the EMA line, and I actually chose this entry here for my first trade of the day. And why didn't I choose this trade right here? Because this was a realignment, momentum going down, and then we realigned to the upside. So that was a valid entry. And then we had the momentum going down and then a realign to the upside. So that was an entry, right? So why did I take one and not the other? Why is that? Well, I didn't take this first one because we weren't as close as I would like. I want to be really close to this EMA line like this. I want to be really close like this. I want to be really close like this. That's what I want to see. But we weren't here for sure. We're very far. We're at least 1 ATR away. But now here on this very next one, which was a realignment, I noticed that not only were we closer, but we're also doing what's, a lot normally called a bull flag. We've got this downward thing here. We've got the heavy momentum building here. So we're getting caught in between a bull flag, this triangle right here. So I saw that and I liked that, and I liked that we were closer to the EMA line. See how close this is? This is much closer, even though not by much. This is much closer than that. The distance matters for this particular strategy. It's almost double the distance. So with that much being said, I only took one trade today, and it was not this one, it was this one. And of course, it was a 1-to-1 win, so I was only in and out for this. And yeah, it's a shame when you miss this entire thing that I could have captured thousands and thousands of dollars. Yes, I know. But regardless, that's what I did today. I took one trade within my window. I worked my plan. I planned my work. I did it, and I ended up with a win. Now, was there another opportunity I could have taken before my window closed? This 2-hour window that I'm trading. Yes, it was right here. Another one happened here. Same thing. This was not very close to the EMA line. This is definitely not close to the EMA line, but this is getting close now. This is definitely getting close. That's why I start to get interested. And see this level form, and then we break and we go up. Flat level form, we break, then we go up. Flat level form, we break and we go up. This just keeps happening. Another level forms here. We retrace multiple times. When do we break this line? When do we break this high? Right here. Break and then we go up. So a lot of interesting ways to trade trend days when you're holding above the VWAP, when you're holding above the fair value EMA, when you have a strong daily momentum going on. So with that much being said, that was everything that happened today in my mind, in the one trade that I took today, which was, let's timestamp it so everybody knows the trade I took. The trade I took today was at exactly 10 a.m. And with that much being said, I will see you in the next one.